compared to 20th century, I think this century, in spite of many problems, I think the basic human thinking becoming more mature. I think much different early part of 20th century. So for example, the desire for peace and really feeling of fed up about violence much increased. In early part of 20th century, I don't think it's that kind of attitude. So these are we, humanity, becoming more mature. And then also, you see, including scientists, now showing interest about inner value, particularly the medical scientists. Now they're really showing human emotion is key factor for healthy body and also preventive measure. Emotion is very healthy emotion is very important. So these are, I think, very positive for the science. We're becoming more mature. So I think educate. Only thinking matter, money, then this problem will happen. Yes, next question.
Hello, my name is Gleb Nyensterov and I represent Analytical Information Center. So, Analytical Center Information. Called Gazeta. Called Gazeta, yeah.
Oh, Latvia.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay, so my question is, there is a lot of civil wars is going on right now. Innocent people are dying, children get killed, and so on. So there's also a lot of riots because of that, a lot of marches, but still can't stop the whole world thing. So as a spiritual leader, what are your thoughts about it? What can you say about it? Thank you.
Although with disappearance of Berlin Wall, I think a serious threat with nuclear holocaust, Eastern Bloc, Warsaw Pact, and Western Bloc. I think that almost reduced, almost disappeared. Then some sort of tension here and there, and particularly now Africa, Northern Africa. Although some, what you call, African Spring, right? What you call African Spring or something, topple some of these dictators. But then after that, you see people not united, not harmonious, and then sometimes religious faith also, you see, too much involved. So these are complicated. All this, I feel, not, we cannot blame these presidents or leaders or the concerned people. Because, you see, these things, these unhealthy things are previous centuries' negligence about inner value. Just talking, power, money. So, I think symptom of the past mistake or past negligence. And the previous century, 20th century, I think too much use force. First World War, Second World War, Korean War, Vietnam War. You see, the people feel, you see, weapon is something decisive. And one time, the German Mao Zedong also, you see, say, power of gun. Oh, power come from battle of gun. So, you see, I think 20th century, I think people really felt power of gun is something decisive, something important. That actually not. Power of gun, immediate, you see, some effective. But use power of gun brings more fear, more anger, more hatred. Power of truth, power of love, opposite. So therefore, these problems, I feel, symptom of past negligence. So therefore, now time comes. We are now in 21st century. Now we must think. Mainly, our way of life, materialistic oriented life, is not sufficient. And then mainly, our existing education system, very much oriented material value. In secular education, not talking about inner value. I think that's a mistake. So there are now people in India and also America, now educationists, some scientists, now we really seriously thinking how to introduce in existing modern education field about education, about warm-heartedness, irrespective whether believer or non-believer, mainly secular way. I must explain, according to Indian understanding about secular, does not mean disrespect to religion or distance from religious faith. According to Indian understanding, yes, Podala looks very beautiful. I spent many years in Podala. Sometimes I feel like prison. No garden, those of us is place to play. Okay, okay. So I appreciate, see, you because you keep that. I appreciate. Thank you. Because I'm not giving. So therefore, according to Indian understanding about secular means respect all religions and also respect non-believer. I think that's very realistic. Now today, out of 7 billion human beings, over 1 billion actually non-believer. So we must include these non-believers. So therefore, the secular way to educate about inner value. So that I think now we really need more discussion. How to change our way of thinking and how to build happier society, peaceful century. So I usually call the past 20th century become century of violence. This century now should be century of dialogue. Because, you see, problem will continue. So, whenever we face problems, we have to find through peaceful means how to solve, through talk. So dialogue is the only way. So this century should create as a century of dialogue. Okay. Now next question.
Hello.